Hello, everybody. It is a Thyroid week starting from today. And as promised, I'm going to give answer to your questions. Thank you all for posting your questions. I'll start answering them in chronological order. So the first question we received was from Pamela, and she is asking, what are your thoughts on iodine supplementation when you have Hashimoto's? Some say this is very controversial and others think it helps. Personally, I don't think it's wise. Thank you, Pamela, for your question. Indeed, there is some mixed opinions on this topic, and some research findings provide evidence that iodine can cause health issues as thyroid problems and autoimmune thyroid conditions, though there are other studies that are showing that iodine supplementation can lead to improvement in those conditions. My personal opinion is that these both controversial and different positions, conclusions are correct. They are both correct in my opinion, but in certain circumstances. Before giving a light to this answer directly this question, I would like to say something about the relationship between iodine and thyroid. Thyroid gland takes iodine from food and it converts it into thyroid hormones, T3 and T4. The thyroid cells are the only cells in our body which can absorb iodine. And these cells combine iodine and the amino acid tyrosine to make T3 and T4. So we need 3 molecules of iodine to form T3, and 4 molecules of iodine are requested to produce T4. Iodine and thyroxine are the building blocks of the thyroid hormones. So without iodine, thyroid will not be able to produce these hormones. But having in mind that Hashimoto thyroiditis is not a thyroid condition, but an autoimmune condition, I would like to give some light between the relationship also between iodine and immunity. So once again, Hashimoto's is not a thyroid condition. Yes, at the end, thyroid is influenced due to the attack to the thyroid gland, but it is an autoimmune condition. And iodine has been used very effectively therapeutically in pathologies for which an autoimmune system is known to play a role. Actually, iodine is a fantastic way to support our immune system. In a rich iodine environment, there is no bacteria, virus, or other microorganism that can survive. So iodine plays a role in physiology of inflammatory response. Above all, we know how important it is for all autoimmune conditions to have a stable glucose level. So the iodine ability to revive hormonal sensitivity seems to significantly improve insulin sensitivity. Iodine attaches to insulin receptors and improves glucose metabolism. We all know that by Hashimoto, certain antibodies are present, and very often the high levels of TPOs are present by Hashimoto's. And TPOs are thyroperoxidase, which is an enzyme that is necessary for the production of both T3 and T4. And there is some indeed evidence from research that when consuming iodine, this increases the TPO antibodies. And in my opinion, this is the reason why a lot of people concluded that iodine is not good for Hashimoto's. But let's think. If there is selenium deficiency, which actually is causing oxidate damage, and it can be a trigger for an autoimmune response. The numerous studies, we know also that Hashimoto's have very often selenium deficiency, and actually supplementing with selenium can improve the condition as decrease the thyroid antibodies. But other mineral deficiencies can also play a role. But my opinion, it is more likely that it is not per se the iodine that is triggering the autoimmune thyroid condition, but taking iodine when there are certain mineral deficiencies that are present. And yeah, I would like to strengthen that once again, to say that selenium is a mineral that is found in high concentration in the thyroid. And the selenoproteins in the gland are involved in antioxidant defense. And that the balance between iodine and selenium is extremely important for the thyroid function. So I think it's very important and helpful to check for selenium deficiency before supplementing with iodine. You can also do the urinary iodine testing in the form of 24-hour urine iodine or dried urine iodine tests, which are most accurate. And keep in mind that selenium supplementation is really required before giving iodine to Hashimoto patients. I cannot too often repeat that there are certain patterns that we find by autoimmune diseases and certainly by Hashimoto's that helps us to make certain generalizations and give advice to all people who suffer from Hashimoto's, though every one of us is unique. So please do not take any supplements before testing for deficiency. High level of iodine can be actually causing hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism, both. Test to confirm that the iodine deficiency is present. And if iodine deficiency is present, then think to start supplementing with a very small doses of iodine. The risk factors of iodine deficiency are low dietary iodine, selenium deficiency, pregnancy, smoking, fluorinated water, and goitrogenic foods. An excellent way to boost our dietary iodine levels are the sea vegetables and saltwater fish. Additionally, please treat a leaky gut first before supplementing with iodine. And having in mind that leaky gut may contribute to vitamin deficiency because of the ongoing inflammation and damage of carrier proteins. And one more point is that sometimes the symptoms that we can get from supplementing with iodine can be due to detoxification reaction, due to bromine toxicity. Bromines are common endocrine disruptors and can be found in a number of places in our everyday life as pesticides, plastic, bakery foods, soda medications, bromine-based hot tube and other swimming pool treatments. So to wrap it up, do not take iodine by mineral deficiencies, which are typical for leaky gut. So heal your leaky gut first. Test for deficiency before supplementing. Start with low doses of iodine and make sure that there is a balance between iodine and selenium. I hope, Pamela, that I answered your question sufficiently and it is helpful. Wish you well and talk to you soon.